Hello and welcome back to another Satisfactory video. DCD Gaming here. Just want to remind you don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe, and let's get straight into it. So, as I said, this is as you see from the title, this is a speedrun video, but this is a bit different. I decided to do this because don't poke with Josh. Just mentioned that I should do some sort of talk over one of my videos. I thought it might be very interesting for some people who are coming out from the outside looking at speedruns and thinking, what the hell are you doing? Because that's a lot of the feedback I get from the Reddit posts. All of this is like, why and how do you do it? And so I decided to do this video as sort of a breakdown of how I actually do these runs. So to start off with, this is a package percentage speedrun. What that means is the fastest time for once the drop pod hits the ground to when you send the first package in the space elevator. Simple enough, straightforward. Some people also say that there's a complication in the rules that you can't skip intro, but you always see the runner skipping the intro. The skip intro is actually this down here in the bottom right hand corner. This is the skip intro you cannot do. So this skips the hub upgrades and brings you straight in at tier 1. You cannot skip this part. You can skip the start and credits like you'll see before now. So let's get away with it. So you can see here, this actually was my 30-second try at this, the update 3 package assistant. So my speedrun calculator here records every time I start a new run. Now as you watch the login screen, you'll see now where I skip intro. See it's nice over here on the left hand side? That is your skip intro. You are allowed to do that. And you can see the minute I hit the ground, maybe hit skip intro, press escape, and straight into it. That's when the timer starts. The minute you press skip intro in that sequence, because the minute that happens, you've got access to your character. This is the first segment. This first segment I feel is the most breakneck part of it, because it's the longest section where you're constantly doing something you can't think. This you have to have learned off exactly. You want to know where every component is. You can see how I'm going around picking up these. These are specific components that I pick up. I'm not picking up stuff that I don't need. Every bit I pick up there, if I miss one of those, it changes my run completely. I can lose time. And you can see nice 17 computers there. They have really changed the structure of the run in update 3. The awesome sync. So you can see here from the first part of the process, my main thing is to hit these drop pods and collect biomass. The biomass, again, you can see it throughout the video, is where I need to get my machines working. And I can't be running. This is the only time I will collect biomass. I remember one of my first runs I'd done this. I got an hour and 5 minutes. I needed 2,500 biomass. Or leaves, 2,500 leaves. I ran out of leaves when I collected a 1,500. I had to collect another 1,000 to get me to the end. The speed you do your running saves you time collecting biomass. So the faster you can do the run, the less biomass you'll need. Like now I have it down to, I collect 1,500 leaves minimum, and try and collect about 50 to 80 wood, and that gets me my whole way through my run, right till I get the shop unlocked. You can see here I'm getting rid of the excess leaves, my 1,500 leaves, and my wood collected. The biggest annoyance at the start is these these bugs. I've dropped runs because of lost time here. My aim here is the 3-minute time. I aim to be heading to collect the ore over here before 2 minutes 50 if possible. My aim here is to try and get this down below 3 minutes if I can. But again, it's tight. It's very tight. I think the quickest I've ever done this is 3 minutes 8. And that's because I killed the bug straight away. I didn't lose 6 to 8 seconds. And then the hub. First stage hub. And you're very specific where you drop it also. Because you have to be that close so you don't want to lose time in regards to picking up the ore. You'll also notice here that why do I collect a certain amount of ore and stuff. Everything I collect is on purpose. I have the calculations down that I need this so many ore, so many ingots, so many plates and rods. There's 105 ore I need to get this first part done. So my first section, you can see my hub 1 and my hub 2 are only, what, 6 seconds apart? There's 5 seconds in that run there on the right hand side. That's quick, 5 seconds. And the aim of that is to make sure just every second counts. Like even there I was looking at just dumping the wood and see could I dump it on the ground so to make it quicker so I wouldn't have to open the chest, because that wood comes in handy later on. That when I hit hub upgrade tier hub 6 I use that wood. So again, everything I collect has a reason behind it, has a purpose. So now I'm at the moment I'm making my 105 ingots, and then I have to make my 34 plates and 53 rods. Again, that process, I don't know really where I can improve on this. The main part there for the first part is getting here as fast as can and killing those bugs. If I can get that down to 310, I'm aiming for 310. I'd love to get it below 3 minutes, but I don't know where I'm going to save time collecting the biomass when I need everything. I'm only dumping about maybe 80 leaves. It's fairly down. Maybe there's some place I can refine that down, but it can be tough. So there are my 34 plates. Straight onto my rods. This part now is hell for leather getting this out. Look at it. Last couple of seconds already. This can slow me down depending on how fast you can select a lot of this stuff. This you can lose seconds here, 10 seconds. Now again, everything step by is on purpose. Getting rid of the stuff I don't need for the first while. And straight onto my portable miners. These are your really lifesaver. People think, well, why don't you make a miner? It might be quicker. No. Portable miners because you need the items fast. And these mine faster than miners. I think they do. But again, you can have, it's so easy to make 4 of these and collect 400 iron ore very, very quickly. And straight over my... I have lost the game here twice at that jump. Jumped, and for some reason it doesn't slide, and by the time I realize I've already jumped and I'm already falling down below. Now this I've always found this pure node depends on, it can give you anything between 30 and 60 ore. It just depends. The game randomizes this here, so you're always watching out there. So it's 50 this time. Now that scares the crap out of me every time I do it. I've lost the game there a couple of times where I've jumped and didn't jump at the right time, or I slid too far and straight off the edge. I think 3 games I've lost there, and one of them I actually lost when I was nearly finished. I slid and just slid off the end. I didn't hit jump in time. But it's about learning these little quick techniques these little areas, because that'll save you. That saves me a couple of seconds on that jump every time. If I successfully make that jump, that's maybe 2 to 3 seconds every time. I think I go over there 5 times, is it? So there's 10 to 15 seconds saved on that every time. And it's little areas like that where you can make up the seconds. I found the biggest part of reviewing the video is being able to see chunks where I can actually shave minutes off. As you can see with this video, I shaved nearly 2 minutes, 2 complete minutes off this run. And even when I was doing the run, I could see where I could save time. And again, I'll cover that when we come to it. But for me, this is the interesting part, is reviewing my work and seeing where can I improve. Again, I've got my notes in front of me. Definitely looking at where I could shave off. Again, the first part is in the first 10, as you can see, up to hub 5 really. There's very little time you can save here.
Congratulations.
But there is possibly.
You have unlocked scanner feature limestone. New buildings and recipes which can be found in the build menu and craft bench.
I'd love if I could build these faster.
8th objective.
I've seen a run.
Hub upgrade 4.
I was able to drop all of
Use
those
power
within
poles to
seconds.
expand the power network for optimal results.
And here's my butterfingers. I have my fingers, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. See here, I connect this. This is what frustrates me now. Is I should have been placing those poles using 2 instead of 1. So I can save time there. For look at this, none's connected. Because I hit 1 instead of 2. 2 would have been able to connect the wire to the machine and then place a pole. Connect the wire to the pole and then place a second pole and then third pole and then move on and connect it. There's about 5-6 seconds lost. Right there. That I need to make sure that I don't do again. Again, that frustrated me. Some profanities came out of my mouth that time when I done that, because that was just a simple basic mistake that lost me about 10 seconds. And maybe not 10 seconds, but felt like 10 seconds. I'm getting faster at that too. Those interactions, being able to hit the button and pull back your items from the actual miners, it takes a bit getting used to. You could be at that for a couple of minutes. That can slow you down because you're going to have a lot of interactions with the miners. That can fairly slow you down in that process here. And again, everything I do here is you do it on purpose. Like potentially, this is how when you have to think forward is this concrete. Now I'm not going to need it until I hit upgrade to 6, hub upgrade 6 for when I get the awesome sink or awesome sink upgrade. So you're using time like that. Before, previously in the previous runs, it was all about iron, producing iron here. I finish up the iron fairly early here in this run compared to if you go back to one of the update 2 runs. The update 2 runs, you're still producing iron there after upgrade 5, after parts assembly, because you still need it. But I shaved time off by actually getting rid of those earlier. Save myself a lot of time. And again, my plates here, so I'm heading for upgrade 4 now. So I'm looking for my 100 plates, my 30 rods. My 30 rods are already got. Again, even though you might only use the 100 plates, or you mightn't use the 100 plates in these areas, but they will be, anything I produce here could be used for, like the portable miners are coming up after I get hub upgrade 4. See here I shave, what is it, about 10 seconds off the time? So the main area here, first of all,
Congratulations.
at the moment,
You have
is I need to shave off.
building, conveyor belts and
I need to
pillars.
complete the place hub a bit
Additional
faster.
slots.
I need to get that down
Ninth
to 310.
objective. Complete hub upgrade 5.
Now you can see the red
Portable
+2 there
miners
is
cannot
actually my
be
fastest
connected to
time from
conveyor belts.
from start to place hub.
Advice. When planning
is
the
3 minutes
construction
15.
of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
And you can see the red there, +13 seconds. They're segment times. So they're the fast segment. My runs are very similar in spots. There's slight changes between each part of it, each run. So there's not major changes. So I can still say that my segment times are good. So if I could get each segment down to my best segment time, that's when I can fairly shave the time off and save the time. This is where copper comes in. Yeah, the handy thing about this is you don't have to break that rock. You don't have to get those bugs. I hate those bugs. Really frustrate me. Trying to kill them at the start anyways. They're just absolutely a pain in the ass. Now we're back to iron again. Again, interaction speed here is the key. I'd love to get this faster. I guess taking 4 clicks per one there. I wonder, could I actually integrate this a bit quicker? So I'm processing it quicker. Now we're back into going for hub 5 here. Again, the place where I can speed up there is definitely the interaction with the smelters. I need to be able to reduce my interaction time with those. I need to have those down to about a second or two. 2 or 3 seconds, depending on what I'm doing with it. I'm using up too much at the moment with it. Hotkeys. I wonder, could I save there? So I was able to when I used my smelter the first time round.
Miner Mark 1. Building, storage container. Hub feature, additional
Drop those smelters onto a hotkey.
10th objective.
See, now I use two, place, connect.
There are no notes.
Now that's how quick
To ensure
I should have
full
dealt with the
mastery
smelters the
of
first
skills
time
and
round,
equipment, I have
but I
been
didn't.
asked to not interfere with
There's
this
my
last
excess sleeves
objective.
gone.
Good luck.
Again, it's freeing up space. Yeah, that's good. Again, interaction speed there is good. Nice and quick. The way I like it. Let's try and get this at an angle where, yes. I love that land that time that done that time. Straight in, got it in. Off. See there, split second. You jump at the wrong time and you're off the edge, and that's the run finished. Thankfully I got everything right on this run so far for jumps. Whee! And you lose 3/4 of a health bar landing there. That's something to watch for as well, to make sure I didn't overlose my health jumping off that thing, because that would have slowed me down. Yeah, I wonder, can I improve that? Those clicking times. Yeah, I definitely can make an improvement there. Getting that down. I need to stop clicking so much. Potentially I'm clicking 4 times. If I could get that down. If I can get down to 2 per interaction, and even using the sort button down here every so often, I can sort these piles into hundreds. And that's why I'm doing the 4 clicks. So I'm clicking the lowest relevant item there, say 87 or 84. And then I'm double clicking that, and if it all goes in, then I'm clicking again for the next stack to get into the machine. If I double click on the full stacks and do that for the full stacks, and Now I can hit sort and reduce the amount of clicks I do. There's definitely some place I can improve on and make that faster. Concrete for you, another little stat. Every time I collect 400 concrete, it makes me 133, or 400 limestone, it makes me 133 concrete. So little things like that, you need to keep in your head. And I keep it in my head, so I'm able to do calculations off the fly. For every 20 plates is 30 ingots. I think for 100 ingots, it's 2/3 really. So I think it's 70. 60 something, 68 for every 100 ingots. Screws rods are 1-to-1. Wire is 2-to-1. I think 1 ingot and 2 wire, is it? I think it is, yeah. So when you have to make a calculation on the fly, you can do it straight away. So if you know you're running short somewhere, you know where to go and how to do it. It's nice and quick. I didn't jump that time. Now just drop all these. And then I've always forget reinforced iron plates. I'm losing time there also, having to go back here. I should be picking those up. And here I have an excess stock. So I need to make sure my inventory has free for the reinforced iron plates. I need to pick those up first, and then come over here and build these. Then get my wire started. So look at this, look at this. There's 3 seconds lost. So I'm still seeing bits and pieces where I can actually shave seconds off here and there and improve my runs. Now I'm heading for my hub up 6. Hub upgrade 6 here is the next stage. So I'm making my plates and my rods for it. Yeah, it's mainly interaction with machines at the moment. So areas, so I need to look at getting to my placed hub at 3 minutes 10. That means getting there I need to shave off that I'm not collecting the biomass. Maybe spend a quicker route. Possibly before I jump down to the second drop pod, I'm only have 1400. Potentially collect the last 100 between the drop pod and base, and where I build my hub. I need to improve my interaction so far with the machines. Hub up to grade 6. See, I need to pick up the biomass there. That is slowing me down. Let's check how the biomass dropped here on the ground. This is another big change in the game. Usually biomass you could make it on tier hub upgrade 2 before. Last time here. Look at this. Look at the time ticking. Because I never put the biomass in. 10 seconds there.
Future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and as such initiating project assembly. Good luck.
And even time my jumps as well. Getting another jump in here and there to get a second or two. There's a couple of simple mistakes where I can improve on it. Shave it off more. Here's the jump. Now if you notice the rendering in of the machines, I've reduced down the view distance. Look, I haven't the best machine in the world. But it gets me through it. So reduce on the view distance, reduce on the quality of the a lot of stuff so that the system will load quicker. So at least there's a less jumpiness within the game, within the run also, because when you think about it, when I'm running around between sections, between the limestone to the copper to back here, there's a lot of rendering in there in regards view distance and loading in from view distance. So I want to reduce that down so there's less of it. The one part where I noticed it was major, when I head over to the limestone, and just as I jump onto the bridge, it would lag. And I would lose a second or two every time because it jumped, and I wouldn't be able to do a slide jump because I'd be worried that I'd end up where I shouldn't end up and off the side of the cliff. So things like that's difference. So this is where, like, all the concrete I'm making is coming up really to this point. So now at this point I'm making my plates and my rods. And actually, take a look at here. This is just, I'm sitting here making stuff here. And what's the rods then? Go forward here a bit. Yep. Here it is, the rods. Straight over again for limestone. Here. It used to lag there. See where it loads in that background in the back left hand there? It used to lag at that point. It used to scare the crap out of me when I was jumping. So I reduced down the view distance to help that a bit. That doesn't load as much detail as far away anymore. Boop. Back over for my concrete. $470 concrete. That's my target, but I think it's 466 I got to here. Again, I need 400 concrete to unlock the awesome sink. At this point I think it's 400 concrete, 500 wire, 200 rods and 200 plates to unlock the awesome sink. So again, all these how do you say it? Uses. All these requirements for the tiers. You have to write them all down and work out how do I get to that point? What do I need to do to get to that point? A lot of my, except for my concrete, is the only one, are all made for each point. So the 200 rods and the 200 plates I really just made now in this between hub 6 and awesome sink. This is where I saved a lot of time. Drop them all over here. My wire. This is definitely handy, getting the constructors in. Take my cable. I need my cable for my sink. Technically I need to make more cable there. I think I need to make at least 40 or 50. Put down 50 for this time for the next run. And this for some reason it wouldn't allow me to click. I was like, what's happening there? Why won't it let me click?
Milestone reached.
That's straight into the sink.
Access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets bonus program.
And this is frustrating when you place it and it's like, oh my god, it won't connect. Again, more lost time.
Will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards.
It's like, oh my god.
Examples of bonus content.
Now here,
Parts, walls, factory
it always
attachments,
loses
and
power.
Cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which
Watch
will
this.
be added to the awesome store in the future.
Dies.
Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
I have to disconnect one. There's nothing I can do. I only have 2 biomass burners. See, now more cables. So I'm at 30. I need a 10. So potentially I need 50 there. And it's already empty. So get in, take my coupons out, dissect the whole lot. And again, I lost time here, not using the control key. So frustrating. Now I better buy my list. Go shopping. Buy my list of products that I need for my next year. This is one thing the Awesome Sync has actually helped with, is introducing this part of. Jeez, if I do this, I'd be another. I think I'd done a. Did I do a 47? No, I think it was my hour-and-a-half run. I made all those. I didn't use the Awesome Sync. I met all those components. And that was something else. Until I actually, when I first done it, made drink. So when I first done the run, I planned it out, broke it down, wrote everything down, and then ran the run. And it's only when after that I actually decided to take a look at some of the other people's runs. And I think it was Lumerlock, I think it was, used the Awesome Sync, and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I think of that? That was brilliant. Using it. And then I integrated it to my run, and then I hit the, I think a 47 run, then the 44, the 43, 58, 53, or 43, 58 I think it was. Then this 43, 53 before this, and I was like, I'm not uploading the video just for 10-second gain. So I can do a lot better than that. And then I ran this one. This run here. Again, I'm reviewing my notes there to see what do I do next. So I decided to activate the next milestone. That'll show me exactly what I need. But again, your time here, you're waiting. See, there's 1 minute 30 there. So you can use, I'm using this time here to get a few things sorted. Because you can't do anything. You physically, you can't speed up the milestone. You have to wait that time for that to happen, for that 1 minute 12 to count out. So I'm trying to fit in as much stuff as bits and pieces here I can. I'm getting things done and ready for the next stage. I've already placed this. I've this slightly adjusted already, just from run it. I made notes after I ran this, done this run. So I can make. My next plan will be to make more rods at this point and change what I spend the last of my money on in the shop. The last of my coupons on, sorry, in the shop. So now I'm going back down and taking a look at some of the stuff I can buy from my coupons. So my concrete got now for the space elevator. Then I sit and wait. Waiting for this to tick down. This again I can make use, making more rods for the next part of the run. Because I'm going to deal with the wire differently next time, because in this run, see now where I ran out of it, I didn't have enough. It was 24 short. And I nearly kicked myself in the teeth for making that mistake. Assemblers. Again, I forget to buy the rotors when I was in here for the first time around. Little places like that. So build 6 of these. Bloody tree. It's always in the way. I'm trying to space these out enough so I can access them and not waste time trying to position them right beside each other. Again, look at rods. I'm short on rods. No ingots. So it's definitely someplace I need to have extra rods made up. Here. And extra cables. So I make 60 cable. Really I need to make 60 cable maybe. Change that to 80 cable at that point. Chain my rods. Right, make 50 rods. I try to break these down. Because of 6 you can't actually do the split. So I split the first 2, or with half my stack, and then I start doing it this way then. Divide the second half into 4. Now the big thing here is, at this moment in time, I don't have 50 reinforced iron plates. Spare ones. I only have like something like 39 or 38 or something. So there's a process at the end that I need to complete to get more reinforced iron plates. And you'll see that's why I dissect, take away one of the assemblers and put the parts into the next assembler, and again break down the next assembler, and then I end up with 4 assemblers at the very end. So wire, I'm going to buy a second stack of wire there. Tick tock. Time is ticking here. So just getting the last few bits done here and ready. This is where I needed extra plates. I ran out of actually ingots because I think I binned some earlier on. I need 26 plates. The good thing is at this moment in time I'm actually waiting for the assemblers actually finish making the smart plate, so at least I have time to spare. There's my 26 plates here. 250 plates for the space elevator. Now this is when I dissect my first one. I have an idea here in regards this. My constructors are actually made out of reinforced iron plates. Potentially I can save some at this point, maybe look at dissecting the constructors, making the wire, because again I'll have bought more wire than I need. 1,000 wire from the actual awesome shop. I can potentially work this down. So here now these are finished. Let's look at there. 6 plates. And now I realize I don't have enough wire. It's like, no! So straight back to the drawing board. Again, I don't realize I have actually plates in my inventory here. Place where I can actually save even more time. And potentially keep 6 assemblers still, or 5 Maybe 6 assemblers still making stuff. And now I need to make wire. Again, I'm losing time here with the wire. This is where I realized I was thinking I can get 75 wire from those 3 biomass burners. But I still don't have enough. And not enough wire comes from that either. That's where I think, crap, I need more wire. Now this is definitely where I can save time. I didn't need to be doing this. Instead of buying, I could buy 1 extra wire instead of the and here I realize I think I'm going to cut the power on the machines completely. I did. And how much do I need? 14 wire. Look at 4130. I could have finished the run then. So that's definitely some area I can work with. I'm getting time down a bit further. See, I lost 30 seconds that time. There it is, 4207. So there's definitely a lot of areas there where you can improve. So I can get faster with the hub placement. I need to improve the interactions with the machines. Get those faster and improve them a lot. There's definitely time where I can save the time and definitely on making stuff. So the cable extra towards the end. Change the way I buy the stuff on the awesome shop, so I'm not losing time making more wire. I need to eliminate that because I have there's a lot more iron ingots there to be used and made into rods potentially, and they can be made very quickly. So there's definitely a lot of areas there that I can shave off. I'm definitely aiming for a sub 40 time. There's no doubt about it. Again, how many runs it takes, I'm not sure. But again, there's definitely areas to be time to be shaved, time to be saved. Little mistakes don't need to be doing. Potentially push that world record time even lower. But that's my aim. Again, look at this is a behind the scenes thought process. And the behind the scenes look at how these things are run and how they're reviewed and how you move on. So how you move to the next one and so on. Until potentially we can squeeze this down to as much as we can. I know at the update 2, the time that was set, I was 1:40 of it. It was very hard to shave that time. I know you found it impossible to get any further down. But I feel the same with this one as well. Gonna keep pushing, keep getting it down, and see how far I can get it. But again, look, I hope you liked the video. If you like it, don't forget that like button. Hit that subscribe if you want to see a lot more of this stuff. Again, speedrun is not finished for me, even when I shave this down to sub 40 time. Definitely looking at the 2 package percentage speedrun at that stage. And yeah, see you later. Slán.